Hello, everyone. This is Archive of 12, and today we have a new song from Ben Schuller and FabvL. Ben Schuller, obviously, is one of the individuals of NerdOut, who I haven't featured in the channel in a while. I haven't actually checked up on their channel a little bit, so I have no idea. I think the last time I saw anything from them was their Galactus song, but maybe there's one song after that that I saw, but I haven't seen them pop up on my feed for a little bit, so I don't know what they've been up to. Ben, however, apparently has been up to a live action music video with FabvL, and this is just called Him. I have no idea. I get the feeling this is going to be a little bit more personal than a standard run of the mill nerdcore song. This is probably going to be something that's very heavy with emotional tones. I don't expect this to have very many, if any, actual nerd references in it. This is just two artists in the nerdcore scene singing. I think is what we're going for here, and I love that. I love seeing their like personal projects and stuff like that. That just it excites me every time. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because we'll be pausing it. We'll be talking about it. Also down below is a link to my Patreon, where we'll find longer form reaction to videos of various anime and TV shows. I'll be posting something up probably immediately after Thanksgiving. We'll see what happens. This is the busy season for me, so like content creation in general has been a little bit slower than I expected. And then I want, but you know, that is what it is. I work in retail. This is Thanksgiving's coming up, so like American Thanksgiving kind of runs you over if you work in retail. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
I don't know if I'm the man that I thought I would be. I don't know if I was ever even close. I don't know if I'm the man that I wanted you to see. But I swear before I sing my final note, I'll be him.
I like the symbolism with the baggage being acting like a ball and chain. Obviously, this is going to be, like I said before, a very personal and emotional song. You've got FabvL here, you've got Ben Schuller. They're both dragging duffel bags full of, I imagine, like the symbolism is like past regrets, mistakes, things that have held them back over the years, things that they felt that they couldn't truly express in their either their music or their personal lives or whatever. Like these are all things that everybody deals with, and for an artist that can be a very detrimental thing. It can be detrimental for anybody, but like for an artist and their creativity, that can be exceptionally problematic, because when these kind of like doubts and fears and problems manifest themselves, anybody can tell you it can be a crippling experience. But I imagine it's doubly so when you're forced to have to create all the time, because then, especially if your creationism, if your ability to use your creativity for good is also your income, being unable to produce that level of income to sustain yourself or your family or whatever, I can understand how that would like feel like a ball and chain. I think that's what those duffel bags are meant to represent, is all of their pasts, their regrets, their mistakes, their fears, their doubts, their worries, their personal like tragedies, their issues, all of that stuff that causes that they have to drag with them every day when they go through both life and their creative process in order to move on, take that next step forward.
What the fuck could I say to you after all I put you through? I wish I only knew It's always excusing the shitty behavior, I know. So listen close. I don't know if I'm the man that I thought I would be.
Okay, before we get back into this chorus, this beautiful chorus, I love FabvL's personal introspective songs. I haven't listened to a lot of them in a while. Mostly just because of the fact that like most of the songs that I listen to from him have been ones that like I've used for my own creative inspiration. So like Last One Standing or uh God, Entertainment District is another one. Like those songs, they help me process some of my personal creative endeavors. I've said this before about like Divide Music. He and FabvL have been like the two biggest inspirations outside of I think Skillet for my the development of a video game that I was working on a couple of years ago that I have since had to shelve because house video games are expensive and I cannot afford it. But yeah, the introspective personal songs from FabvL have always been some of my personal favorites, even if I don't listen to them that much, because I like the fact that he is willing to be open and vulnerable with his audience about the struggles and hardships and ideas and life issues and history that he has. I like the fact that he was willing to open up, which is a very vulnerable thing to do, about things like addiction and things like depression and anxiety and lack of creativity, things that obviously could cripple a normal person. And he has used that as a source of strength because he has overcome those problems. He's overcome those issues. And so like this kind of song here, where you get back into that introspectiveness, you get into the thought process that he and Ben both are in, I imagine, of like looking at where you were, looking at all the things that you have done, looking at all you've overcome, and putting that into words to tell a story for us. That is, it is an incredibly emotional and inspirational thing. And I kind of wish that they did it a little bit more, honestly. I know DPS did one. Probably about 2.5 years ago at this point. Um, I think it's On My Way is the name of the song. And at the time, I didn't like it that much, but it has grown to become one of my personal favorite, like easily top 15 DPS songs that I listen to because like I have grown as a person and have learned to like respect and analyze that kind of emotional attachment stuff a little bit better, which is the reason why I like FabvL so much. I wish more individuals did stuff like that. I saw when I was clicking on this that Cam Steady worked on a video with Ben a while ago. So if you guys want to want me to react to that, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, no, these kind of songs just it takes a lot of like strength, a lot of like personal resilience to be willing to open up to something so vulnerable, knowing that you could be judged for it, but hoping that your community will be cool about it. So kudos to these guys.
I know, so listen close. I don't know if I'm the man that I thought I would be. I don't know if I was ever even close. I don't know if I'm the man that I wanted you to see. But I swear before I sing my final note, I'll be here. 'Cause I know it's known from the start. So baby, please just let me out. 'Cause I'll be here. Shall I when I miss the mark, I'm on my knees. I'm not
Oh my god, those okay, so the idea that there are just keys laying around, any of these keys that you encounter could potentially break you from your shackles, break you from this weight that you're dragging behind you. I love that. But can we just talk about like Fable like crashing out here in the background while Ben is like singing to us so soulfully? It Fable's screaming vocals are so superb that they can bring so much emotion besides rage to a song when you would only expect that kind of like emotional resonance to be rage. But this is obviously like torment, anguish that he is expressing, and he does it so well.
On my knees, I'm not the man I once was, I swear. I've had dreams about where we could
So
be.
good.
A place without a care, and I can promise that I won't stop until we're there. I don't know if I'm the man that I thought I would be. I don't know if I was ever even close. I don't know if I'm the man that I wanted you to see. But I swear before I sing my final note, I'll be I don't know if I'm the man that I thought I would be. But I swear before I sing my final note, I'll be him.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't I don't I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the whole like I'm assuming those are supposed to be like YouTube producers or execs or something that are like the digital face mask. I don't know how I feel about that. That was a little creepy. Um the idea that Fable was able to unshackle himself, I feel like that probably is in line with the feeling that like he has managed to overcome so much of the things that he has talked about in some of his other introspective songs. I feel like that is like supposed to be the symbolism there, where like he took off the shackles a long time ago. He let go of those burdens a long time ago, so that that way he could evolve as a person. But the fact that Ben didn't is interesting. Like the fact that Ben ended up like remaining shackled, where only one of them ended up being set free. I find that to be very interesting, and I wonder if that's like a commentary on Ben's part, where he's talking about how he doesn't, maybe he hasn't felt like he has reached that point yet, despite the fact that he and Nem have managed to like build a community with NerdOut, but maybe Ben himself feels like he still has more to do. And that's the reason why he hasn't been able to unshackle himself in this video. Maybe there's something else that's holding him back, or he feels like it's holding him back. And because of that, he's not truly free yet. I don't know. It's a interesting and really hard thing to like try to put into words, but he did a phenomenal job with this. This was incredible. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am FabvL, and I will see you in the next video.